at the beginning, when Stephen was talking about Mr. Bobo's challenges, I was worried that we were going to end up at the end of the video with Mr. Bobo no longer being around, and that would have really hurt my heart.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. We were really worried about that too, because when we actually that day, that was not even part of the story that we wanted to cover. You know, we essentially wanted to show a day in the life between Marcel and Stephen. But it just so happens that Bobo was not feeling very well a couple of weeks prior, and particularly on that day, he had been showing signs of, you know, not eating, and he even took him to the vet, and all these things where he was going to cancel us coming over and kind of share the story. But I'm very happy that we caught that moment, because it really shows, to your point, how he really relies on Bobo. You know, it's really both of them. And if it wasn't for this companion care service that's available, that's pretty much all he would have up to that point.
Right. And I think in the less than 10 minutes that the video runs, I think you did a good job of putting enough emotion, but underscoring the emotion with content. I think that, at least for me as a viewer and somebody who's really, you know, when I clicked the link, I wasn't looking for something specifically. And as I had said, I just come out of the meeting, but I was taken on that journey in that time during the video, and I didn't feel exhausted. I didn't feel disengaged. I would have felt bad had Mr. Bobo not survived, but yeah, everything else was good for me.
Well, I mean, yeah, it gets lonely a lot. Bobo's great. He's perfect. You know, he's great company. But I like to have a human for company too, not just a kitty.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? It's Marcel with Papa. Know you know who I am.
I need two men in my life. I got a cat man and I need a human.
The kind of talent you need for loneliness, we don't think comes with a healthcare degree. Instead, we do think that there is a talent. And we think that that talent is around empathy.
This is the newest sidewalk I've ever seen.
You have to understand the person that you're, you know, working with, the environment that they're in. As a Papa Pal, you have to take that into consideration to provide the best support and services as possible.
It is a lot more about being seen and being understood.